Aquarius, I'm just gonna apologize. I know this looks crazy. It's just my hair, but I need some type of you know. In your pre-channel, I'm gonna shuffle these and let you know that I think Aquarius, you may have. I don't know why. I just like someone's putting their thumb on something. Like so you're. Yeah, look. Someone's putting their thumb. Like really, this card is not supposed to be in here. Hold on, I saw it. Okay, there's an animal card that wants to come out. Nature Calls was on the other side of this movie magic. And Buffalo came out. I'm going to put that back into the box because the thing about putting your finger on something, I don't feel like this. I almost want to say that there's a lot of white elephant, buffalo exchange kind of ugly sweater parties going on right now because it's about to be Christmas, obviously. That's what I feel like you've put your finger on. I don't think you're necessarily sad about it, but it's kind of like you might have put your finger on, like, maybe you went to a party and got like the thing that you didn't want. It's kind of like that. It doesn't have to be like life changing or shattering or anything, but it has to. There's something about you just you're kind of like, oh God. Maybe you got like a gag gift, you know? One year I got a gag gift of a whole bunch of food that I don't like. And my like the people that gave it to me knew that I didn't like it. So it was funny at the time. But really when you look back at things like that, it's like, do you really want a rubber chicken? Are you gonna use that rubber chicken? I mean it isn't bad, but like maybe you saw someone else get like a sterling silver necklace or someone wished for something different and got it or whatever. There's something about that, Aquarius. It's kind of like you might have gotten the short end of the stick. Yeah, there's sweet music. That's gonna be the top of the reading here. Sweet music. I feel like you're amused by something. That's why I mean it's like the muse part of you. You liked the party. It wasn't about not liking the party. You definitely liked the party. Definitely loved the party. Okay. However, maybe there was someone there that you didn't really get along with, or that gag gift that I was talking about, or like whatever the case may be. It's something about you just not feeling like it's kind of like there's really like you're overwhelmed by the season, possibly. It's putting your finger on it quite literally. You could be finding the keys to something, and it's like, well, if you're gonna give me a car for Christmas, can you at least give me the car that I want? Which sounds really selfish, right? That's not what it is. I think you've maybe had an idea in mind for a while now that you've maybe even been talking about quite a bit. This music, it's almost like you've been singing along to the Christmas carols, and this year for some reason the carolers are sounding really different to you. Like you're really wanting to maybe go caroling instead of be the one that's answering the door all the freaking time, right? There, it could be something as simple as that, but there's something about you kind of needing to say something. Like if you want something, you need to say something about it. You can't just sit there and expect it to like fall in your lap, right? You can, but it's faith without works. Um, and it is something, yeah. It's almost like I'm hearing partridge in a pear tree. That's what this is maybe to you. It's like you wanted you wanted this holiday season to be about ta-da, like listen to my voice. Let's go to these children's plays of the nativity scene. I know I was a pig when I was a little girl. Let's go to the musicals. Go see the Nutcracker. Let's go see, the if you have children, they might have any type. Yeah, you could just anywhere that you're going to be performing or watching a performance. It's like you're sitting on pins and needles That could be what you're putting your finger on, is that somebody is not warmed up for this quite yet. It's like giving out blankets or jackets to people experiencing homelessness, but realizing that they don't actually want the help. It's kind of disappointing, but also, I guess it was kind of self-serving. You know, they always say if you're going to make a donation, you should make it anonymously instead of just like, this came from me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Each to their own, and I'm just channeling. But that's what I mean. Orange and glad. So it's almost like instead of covering up that you're nervous about this, or that the season is like maybe not coming across to you the same way emotionally, mentally, physically, however you want to, it just doesn't sound the same. Okay. It's like you haven't quite warmed up to the fact that, and you have less than 5 days before presents will be opened, and you've got a whole nother 365 to go through before you get to be glad for this feeling again. Okay. It's almost like that. I don't know why. I don't know that I don't know what movie that is with Bill Murray where he's like stuck in the airport. It's not Tom Hanks' Terminal. Don't tell me that. I'm just trying to say, like, there's one where he's stuck in the airport and he can't get home to his family. So he ends up like having to hitch rides with like truckers and like a hot mess. Okay. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. It's almost like if you could put your finger on a travel date, or if you could just secure that one last little detail that you need for your travel plans, then you would be good. If everything was falling into place or falling in line, that would be fine. But it's not. There's like one little, I just feel like it's not a big deal. Like whatever this is, it's like irritation, or dang, I wish I would have got the key fob for that car sitting outside instead of a rubber turkey and a bag of food that I don't like or that I'm allergic to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, look, human touch is there. You can't quite put your finger on it. What did I just say? There's something that is like, I'm also hearing the Christmas story where, Ralphie and his family are about to have dinner, and his father's like, not a finger. Like he's trying not to let them munch on dinner before it's ready to go. Okay. That's kind of the same sentiment. He's like kind of grumpy. He's not even a grumpy person. Like his dad is actually a really good person. But he can get grumpy when the food is being taken off his table that he worked so hard for. His leg lamp gets broken out the front window, even though it said fragile. And it's that kind of stuff. It's like it's getting your tongue stuck on a pole because it's freezing outside. Okay. It isn't that your tongue won't get off the pole, but it might be kind of painful. You shouldn't have touched it with your tongue, if that makes sense. This is maybe all really bad examples. I'm just telling you what's coming through for me. Thumbs down. That's the top of the read, or the bottom of the reading, however you want to look at it. So that's what I mean, is like, instead of being like all engrossed in yourself, I feel like you are out and about doing things. You're caroling, you're performing, you're trying to get things together, you're trying to add that little holiday touch or whatever last little minute shopping you need to do. That's what's going on here. But there's something that's either frustrating, or you can't find a present that you've been looking for. Like someone asked you for a specific present and you want to find it for them, you really do. But there's really not a lot that you can offer if you don't know where to find it, right? You don't know the location. Oh, I'm also hearing stop calling my phone. You could just be receiving like a lot of communication. It's, how you're getting a group text or a group chat, and it's just not, you don't want to hear other people's conversations sometimes. And your phone will be going off like back to back to back to back to back. You'll get like a plethora of text messages that have nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your life, but it's two people in that group chat that just don't seem to have each other's number directly. It's kind of like that. Maybe you started a brand new chat so that one person wouldn't have to listen. Yeah, look, there's Enhancer Sixth Sense. It's a present here that you're trying to find, and it's like I know, I'll give you a really good example. This is going, enhance your sixth sense is going with sweet music. When I was a little girl, I really wanted a, I don't even know if I really wanted a baby doll. I'm not going to lie. I was not really the type to baby doll around all that much. But my mom had the hardest time finding a baby doll of my complexion. So she ended up driving extremely far to get it. And that's kind of what the same frustration is. It's like, man, if everyone around us would just like notice it's the holidays and we would not be grumpy, we would not be in a Grinch-like mood. We forget that it's not even our birthday, you know, it's someone else's birthday. And rather than focusing on the consumerist part, we kind of forget to celebrate what we already have. So we're willing to go to great lengths or to great distances to appease somebody. Or in my case, I was a little girl. I ended up, anyway, no reason here or there to like state that again. What I mean is that this is not something that you could just order online. Okay, this is like something very specific. Maybe I know there was I was watching another video the other day of this mom who had seen her child use some type of chips, like eating some type of chips, and the kid loved them, but the mom didn't know what kind of chips the kid had eaten because it was like over at someone else's house or at school or whatever. So she's trying to figure it out for like a year, buying everything that sounds the same. It might kind of be the same. It might be inflection. She asked the kid what the design on the bag looks like and everything. Couldn't find it for years until one day she was walking past a display in a store and realized that her child had been mispronouncing it and that the bag was actually way bigger or smaller than what she expected. And I don't remember the exact story, but that's kind of what this is. It's like you can't, yep, there's an ugly truth coming out. There's a map right there. And it's like the reason why, if you see that Y on the map, it's like the ugly truth is that your kid has been talking about it for months. Okay. And it's not okay for you to get that color, like a different color. You know, it's not okay. Your kid wants that color. Your kid wants, they want what they want, what they want. And you can either choose to cater to that or not. It is completely up to you. But I feel like that's the persistence. It's something that's like persistently, I want to say nagging at your psyche. And I don't think this doesn't necessarily have to do with the holidays. Like I was saying, it could just be you have been saying something for a long time. At this point, you're just going to be like, you know what? If I can't teach music to, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and watch music. I'm going to go watch a musician play rather than trying to play myself or trying to teach someone else how to play. It's kind of the vibe. Yeah, look, it's the merging of two ideas. So it is whatever pins and needles are causing you anxiety. It's probably like you're kind of don't have time for that this year. Not really. No. This is the problem. It's almost like you feel like magazines or rounds and guns are being like not literally being shot at, but I'm saying like just ideas are shooting past you, or maybe you've got like Christmas light kind of light up ideas. You don't have enough time at this point. Could be something as simple as that, right? You don't have enough time before the holidays to complete what it was that you were trying to attach. You want to get all your notes, all of the little ribbons in place and all the little, you don't know who the present is for unless it's written on there somewhere, or you've got a really good memory. That's what I mean. The ugly truth is you are trying to enhance the season and everyone's sixth sense about something, but it's like the ugly truth is you don't have time. That's why you're not doing it. It isn't because you were ill prepared. Maybe you were ill prepared if you ran out of time, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting it something you can't. You know that Ryder gun, and he was looking for the gun all over the place in Christmas Story, and then finally he sees it in the window of the store, and he's like, "There it was." It's like you're waiting for that moment. Yep. You want that eye of the tiger is what you're looking for. You want to be on top of everything, like, okay. But you can't go, like, maybe this is a little girl that saw like Aladdin and Jasmine on a Disney movie, right? She wants Raja. She's literally asking for Raja for Christmas. You cannot get her Raja, okay? But you can get her a striped Bengal cat or something. I don't even know if those exist. Just think it's some striped cat that looks similar to this and name the cat Raja. That might be as close as you can get. You can't just go online and order a cat like that. You have to actually go to the shelter, see the cat, visit with it. Maybe it's a really not nice cat that you would not want around your child. Why would you order it off of line and then have it a really mean cat running around your house? Right? Don't do that. You have to go see this in person. It's something that you are going to have to see face to face. You're going to have to come in contact with it in order for you to know that it's the right one. I don't know if you've ever seen those shelters where the animals are actually allowed to pick their human. So depending on if you want a dog or a cat, you are either willing to take one in or not. And everybody who's interested is called in on, I don't know, maybe every first Monday or something like that, right? And all the dogs, all the cats are let into the room with people who are seated. And those animals get to go and choose their owner instead of their owner choosing them. It's something like that. It's like you want to make the right decision about something. You don't want to like give away hints about it, but at the same time you're like kind of like, ugh, I need to have the right sense about this before I can fully uh, invest in that sixth step, because it's different than what other people are necessarily hearing when it comes to this sweet music. Okay? If you don't pick an animal that jives well with you, it can be a real quick stay at someone else's home. Okay? That's what I'm feeling here. Let me get one for phones down at the bottom of the deck, please. There's Dream coming out. It did come out like this, but I'm flipping it in the upright. The phone down, meaning this is like, you cannot fulfill a dream over a phone. You just cannot do it. You can tell people that you'll do it. You can listen to people say, yes, of course, we'll make your perfect whatever. We'll build a bear, right? For your daughter, it will look exactly like this. Or for your son, it will look exactly like that. You don't want all that. You're not dreaming about something that is not tangible, that is not what your kid has been asking for, and is going to put you through anxiety if it's not the right choice. Okay? If you're going to have a merger between your family and an animal, or your family and another family, let's just say that, right? You need to make sure that you're not being given anxiety, mental, in your brain, all stuck in there like, and like an echo chamber. No, you're not gonna want to cuddle an animal that does not enjoy your presence. That's the truth. You're not gonna want to be around. That's not gonna be a dream for you if you get this animal and they completely ignore your child. If every time it comes near them, they're nice for like 2 seconds, and have you ever just seen those cats that have spaz attacks? So they act like they want you to pick them up, but if you pick them up, then they just scratch you all over the place. Like that's what I mean, is like there's something about almost needing that animal, that buffalo here. That's what I mean. You cannot take a cat or a dog. I've had this school send home a fish that I didn't sign up to take care of before, right? You can give people that kind of gift, but if it doesn't fit well with them, I got rid of that fish so fast. I gave it to somebody who decided they could and wanted to take care of it. Okay? Some people love eating fish, some people don't. Some people want to take care of a fish tank, some people don't. Some people want to take their kid to the aquarium, but they don't want a fish in their house. Okay? It's about figuring out what you need. This pins and needles, though, coming straight down the middle with an enhanced sixth sense. Someone or something is this coming together for the holidays. Maybe it's with your family. You don't even want to answer the phone anymore. You're just like, forget it. Forget it. Like, have a great holiday. It's almost like you just want to say that instead of having to serve them whatever you're having for dinner. So anyway, I think this is kind of clear, Aquarius. I'm going to clarify with the Eye of Amun-Ra, since we're looking at the Eye of the Tiger. We are going to look at the Eye of the Tiger through the Eye of Amun-Ra. Yeah. There's love straight off the bat, and there's the keys. Oh my God. Look, top of the reading. You love, look, whoever you are, Aquarius, you love giving people exactly what they want. You want to give everyone a key fob. You get a car, and you get a car, and you want to do that, but also you have no clue if these people can pay the taxes. If you just take a gift of a car from someone, you have to pay taxes on that. You don't just want to put people in the hole, right? You want to make sure it's a good fit with them. Maybe give them the choice if they want the key or not. Do you want that key? Do you see how that's 2 sets of keys right there? 2 sets. So it's like, okay, fine. You get a car, you get a car. But you get to choose which car it is that you would like. Which one will it be? Which? I think there's a sandwich shop called Which. It's kind of like that. I'm seeing like maybe what's good for me isn't good for you. And maybe what's good for you isn't good for me. It's ironic because me, myself, and I am always good for me. You, yourself, and you is always good for you. You just might not know my wow factor, and I might not know yours, is kind of what this is. So you want to give everyone their wow factor, but you can't really do that without all of the information up front. If a store tells you they're going to hold something for you or put something on, like to the side on, layaway, if they don't do that, then you can't really trust the store anymore, can you? Yeah. Or you still have to keep looking. You've wasted time looking for this item that you're just not going to find. You want to give people the keys, but you don't have the time, the mental space in your brain, the energy to tell your kid, like, I'm really sorry. The ugly truth is I cannot. Okay. You want to play beautiful music on Christmas morning. And I don't care if you don't celebrate Christmas. Just pretend like you understand what I'm talking about. I'm just giving analogies, and I do use Christmas as a terminology because that's the way I was raised. Well, partially. Okay. Anyway, I think that just about covers that, Aquarius. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully this is in some way productive for your holiday season. That is your reading for December 2025. Au revoir.